My dear friend, together with our prayers, we should also give tzedakah and we should learn Torah together. That togetherness itself will bring all the blessings that we all so much need. Although we're in the middle of the winter, I'm going to discuss a point of the Seder, and you wonder why. So let me first ask you a question. There are many different customs at the Seder, including those who are from the German Yekische background. They have a Seder, they have a custom at the Seder of Pesach to take some matzahs on in the bag on the shoulder, and the one who leads the Seder will run around the table with those matzahs. Sephardic community has the bibilu, which is also the same idea, taking matzahs, turning those matzahs either around the heads of all the people around the table. What is this all about? Now the reason for that is because when we came out of Egypt, as it says in the parsha of this week, we came out of Egypt in haste. And Rashi says that immediately we didn't wait a moment. As soon as we had the opportunity to leave, we just left rushing out. And one wonders why. There was such haste they didn't have time to allow the dough to rise. You know how long it takes for dough to rise? So I watch my wife baking challah for Shabbos, and I'm sure many of you do. So you will know it takes about 3-4 hours for the dough to rise. They're 210 years in Egypt that they're waiting to be released. They couldn't wait another 3-4 hours to get some sandwiches ready, to get some bread ready for the way. Why that haste? So usually one thinks that they were concerned if the Egyptians will change their mind. And in fact, as we know, that later on, they followed them, they pursued them. So that's why they were concerned. But was it really a valid concern? Were the Egyptians interested in having more than the 10 plagues they already received? Those 3-4 hours will make the difference. So the Rebbe explains it in a very different way. Says the following. They were not concerned about the Egyptians changing their mind. God was concerned about the Jewish people changing their minds. There's such a concept which is called being institutionalized. For people familiar with the world of prison and prisoners, you'll know that someone who has been in prison for quite a while has great difficulty leaving prison to freedom, because this person got so accustomed to a certain lifestyle. There are no luxuries, but there is a roof over the head, there are 3 meals a day, relative, okay, and I emphasize on the word relative, comfort. Going to the unknown, change for the unknown, is extremely, extremely disconcerting. In fact, Avraham Avinu, one of his tests was Lech lecha me'atzcha, leave everything that you know and go to the unknown. So here the Jewish people have to leave Egypt, where they have become accustomed. Not a pleasant place to be. Slavery wasn't so pleasant, to say the least, but they got used to it. It's the known. As the old saying is, better the devil that we know than the unknown. They're going into a wilderness. They're going to go into the desert. No water, no food. And this could become very, very disconcerting and very frightening. It took a huge leap of faith of the Jewish people to even entertain that concept, to be willing to do so. So there was a serious concern about them, the last moment, getting cold feet, so to say, and not wanting to leave. So therefore it was necessary, as soon as the gates were open, to push them out. In fact, it says, Paro himself was telling the people, go, go, go. Leave, leave. So it wasn't just because Paro was concerned about his own skin, which he was, but this was a godly intervention so that the Jewish people should not change their mind. But interesting enough, the prophet, when he speaks about the coming of Mashiach, our present going out of exile, here it says, Lo b'chipazon. We're not going in haste. We're going slowly. Yes, indeed, very slowly. But it's surely. It is certain. And I'm sure you'll agree with me, there's not going to be one person who's going to hesitate for a moment to leave this chaotic state of the world. Every single one is going to be happy to join on the train of Mashiach, or the plane, I should actually say, go straight to Yerushalayim, into the Beis HaMikdash. Please God, we're ready.